Well, we got ourselves another episode of Star Trek Lower Decks, so let's talk about it. Hello everybody, and welcome back to another video of Trek Talk here on the Vochek Experience, where idiots are still always us. Always me. I'm always going to be the idiot here. But anyway, like I said, we got a new episode of Star Trek Lower Decks, and as always, if you have not seen the episode yet, consider this your spoiler warning, because I will be talking about some spoilers in this video. So if you want to go check out that episode first before you come back to this video, go right on ahead. If not, let's go into this. The fourth episode of Star Trek Lower Decks, is the second season, opens with our Lower Deckers in the gymnasium working out and doing some stuff, and of course we get a nice callback to a Next Generation episode where they do some Ambu Jitsu. Mariner kicks Boimler and Rutherford's butt in this, and I thought that was quite a funny scene right there. And of course it was funny to see SHAK walk in and be like, "Hey, I'm early, don't mind me," while, you know, they're all getting beat up by Mariner, which I thought was funny as well. After that, we get into the real nuts and bolts of this episode, and that is the Cerritos going down onto this planet to investigate a sighting of a Mugato, which we have not seen since the original series episode of Private Little War. So it was good to see the Mugatos come back and see more of them and what they're all about. But of course, we see some Ferengi who are killing these Mugatos and selling, you know, their fur and their horns and stuff for profit. And of course, it's up to our Lower Deckers and SHAKs to put an end to that. Of course, we get some fight scenes and chaos ensues on the planet and everything, where SHAKs and Mariner pretty much get captured, and it's up to Boimler and Rutherford to save the day, which I thought was great because we really didn't get to see, you know, Boimler and Rutherford team up together before, but it was good to see them together in this episode. Also, we get to see Tendi and Dr. Tiana on another little side mission here, where Dr. Tiana basically has a whole list of people who's avoided getting their annual physical, and gives it to Tendi as a task to track them all down and get them to do it. And of course, we find out that the last person on the list is actually Dr. Tiana herself. And I thought that was a funny sequence of Tendi chasing her all around the ship and everything, trying to get, you know, that physical examination on Dr. Tiana. I laughed out loud quite a few times with this sequence, as with I did most of this episode. There's a lot of funny moments and a lot of callbacks. And of course, we end the episode with the Ferengi basically, instead of killing the Mugatos, they're going to open up a sanctuary for them, I guess, and make profit that way by it being like kind of like a zoo type environment. So that's pretty much the episode in a nutshell of what happened. So with that, let's get into the good. Now, there are a lot of good things that I thought were pretty funny and pretty good callbacks to this episode. And one of them is in the very beginning, we get to see some denobulans, which is a species of aliens we have not seen since Dr. Phlox in the show Star Trek Enterprise. And of course, we get the classic blowfish thing when the denobulans are in danger, you know, and they puff out their face like a puffish. Which was a nice callback to Dr. Phlox in a fourth season episode of Enterprise. So it was great seeing that. Another good thing is that SHAK is still back. We get to see him a little bit more in this episode. He gets to shine in this episode. He gets some things to do in this episode. So it's great to see SHAK's back in action, going down on the planet and taking care of business. Another good thing is some of the humor in the away mission on the planet with Mugatos, where SHAK is like smelling the dung of the Mugatos and everything, and he's kind of like tasting it and, you know, seeing the faces of our lower deckers pretty much getting sick from him doing it. I thought that was funny and definitely a good part of the episode, even though that was kind of disgusting, but it was still good. Another good thing is we get another callback to classic Ferengi with their like energy whips and stuff. That was a good callback to their first appearance in Next Generation episode, The Last Outpost. We also get a shout out of Quark from Deep Space Nine with these Ferengi, which I thought was rather clever. Another good thing is, like I said, it's good seeing Boimler and Rutherford teaming up in this episode, which is good to see. It's good to see, you know, the different characters, you know, mixing it up with each of the other lower deckers that you're not really used to seeing them with. Another good thing about this episode was seeing the big chase sequence between Tendi and Dr. Tiana, just trying to get that physical. I thought that was hilarious. All in all, you know, funny episode all around. So with that, let's get into some of the bad. There's not much bad to say about this episode. I thought it was rather funny. I enjoyed it, but there are some bad. One of the main bad things about this episode, in my opinion, is that while it's great to see SHAK's back, the new security chief that we met in episode 2 is now being kind of pushed back into a background character that has no lines and is just basically just seen there standing. And that, of course, is Kayshawn. Just seems weird to me that they'd introduce this character only for him to be kind of just put back into the background in the last couple episodes. I hope that maybe in a future episode he gets a chance to shine again. But that's one of my main complaints about this episode, is the fact that Kayshawn is getting kind of pushed to the side. Actually, that's pretty much the only bad part about this episode, in my opinion, that, you know, I think deserves to be, you know, called bad, is that part about Kayshawn. The rest of the episode I thought was funny. It was engaging. A lot of funny moments, especially, you know, seeing Mugato take a hold of the one guy that was basically there studying the Mugatos and biting his head off. I thought that was funny. Boimler and Rutherford thinking that Mariner is some kind of secret agent. Yeah, I thought that was quite funny. And of course, Boimler and Rutherford putting their heads together to solve the problem of the week. I thought that was great too. Very funny seeing Tendi and Dr. Tiana, you know, running all around the ship just trying to get a quick scan. I thought that was pretty funny as well. So all in all, a very funny episode. Great episode of Lower Decks. Great episode of Star Trek altogether. I was actually quite a little sad when the episode ended because I wanted more. But of course, we gotta wait another week before we see another episode. And speaking of next week is also Star Trek Day. We're gonna be getting a bunch of panels about the current happenings with Star Trek, different things about upcoming projects, past Star Trek series, and all that stuff, and I'm looking forward to that. And of course, like I said in the last video, I will be doing a recap of this and sharing with you any new information we get on upcoming Star Trek projects like Prodigy, Strange New Worlds, maybe even the Section 31 series that we keep hearing about but haven't heard anything about, and maybe even the Starfleet Academy series that's rumored to be in development as well. You never know. But once I learn more, I will definitely let you guys know. So, with that, what did you guys think of the latest episode of Star Trek Lower Decks? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Did you like the same stuff I did? Did you not like the same stuff I did? Let me know in the comments below. Let's get a conversation started. And of course, with that, that's going to about do it for this episode of Trek Talk. So, if you like this video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, hit that notification bell so you get notified of future videos. And of course, you can follow me on Instagram. that link is down below. And of course, if you want to support this stupid little channel of mine, check out the Patreon link. That's down below. And if you want to follow me on Instagram, that link is also down below. TikTok, you can follow me there. Twitter, you can follow me on Twitter. That link is down below. Facebook, you can follow me there. And if you want to check out the merch store, check that out. You might find something you like. You never know. If you want to check out my wife's social media links, that's down below. And if you're into wrestling, check out my wife's YouTube channel. She's just getting it started. There's not a whole lot on there yet, but as time goes on, she plans to have more videos, so go check that out if you want to. But that's going to do it for this one. So I hope you're having a good day, good week, good month, whatever the case may be. Live long and prosper, and I will see you on the next video. Bye for now.